Yo, what is up, all you stone cold, super fly, illmatic fish keeping funkadelics? You watching Aquafunk Aquatics with me, Aquafunk, and it is early in the AM out here in Lakeland, Florida. Yep, I'm not in Tampa anymore. I'm in Lakeland. I've been itching because I haven't had my own tank set up. I have tanks at a friend's house, but I don't have one here. And I just got everything set up. I kind of got things situated, but I've been itching to set up a tank. So I woke up early this morning, maybe some coffee, and was sitting out here thinking, I'm gonna set up a tank. That's what I'm gonna do. So let me show you guys what's going on. Let me show you what's up. That's a little crooked. Anyway, so that's the back door to my house. This is a little washroom area. Some of you guys, and this is what's cool about what I'm about to show you. Some of you guys live in apartments with patios, and you have like a weird patio closet. I've had them, and when I did live, in the apartment, I thought to myself, I want to make that little patio closet into a fish room, because living in an apartment, you can't have a fish room, right? But that closet, you can do some stuff with it. Now, this is a little bit bigger than a patio closet, but you can get the idea of what I'm doing. Anyway, so we're walking into my little washroom. It's got the water heater. It's got the washer and dryer shelf. This is the tank we're putting up to get today. Yo, hey, it's a 45-gallon aquarium I got from PetSmart. It usually comes in a package, like for $250. You get the stand, the light, the hood, which is right there. But I just wanted the tank because I don't like prefabricated stands for the most part, because they're made out of that wood that when you get it wet, it puffs up. I never understood why on earth they would make stands that are not waterproof, but especially for one with so much water. So this is it. I actually put a background on this, which I haven't done. I haven't put a background on a fish tank, on my own fish tank, since I was a kid. So usually I paint them or leave them clear, but I put a background on this 45. As you can see, I did the DIY cinder block stands. I got a space right there. 20 high is gonna go right there. This tank is specially suited, or setting it up for a special a fish that I've never kept as at home. I've kept it when I worked at pet stores and stuff, but this is gonna be a first time for me. So like I said, the fish that I plan on putting in here is a fish that I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You're gonna have to subscribe, hit the notification bell to see what fish I'm gonna put in here. How's the sound in here anyway? I was thinking about doing some live streams from here, and when you see what I got planned for this little fish room, I think you guys are gonna be really pleased. Just to give you an idea, across there is going to be all 10 gallons, because I do plan on breeding angelfish heavy. I'm also going to put a stand, like, see that right there? What's going to go up. It's going to go higher up, and I'm going to put some tanks, some 10-gallon tanks right there, because I'm going to be, like I said, I need a lot of 10-gallon tanks for my stop moving. Are you making everybody seasick? Done. Fish ain't going to go in here. Spectacular species, and like I said, you're gonna have to subscribe, hit the notification bell to see what's going on with that. But I'm gonna put this tank together. I'm gonna scape it a little bit. I'm not a big scaper. I'm not doing live plans. I give up on live plans, but whatever. That's what I want you to see. I want you to see how I put this together, and try and guess what fish it is that I'm gonna put in here. What is that? All right, out here in Lakeland, I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me show you guys. Maybe one of you guys could tell me, because that looks kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. What is that? What is that? What is that? I think it's poop. Some strange animal climbed on top of my blinds and left a turd. I got this piece of plastic wood here, and I got these plants from one of, like the Hobby Lobbies and Walmarts and stuff. It's a silk plant. and I took some zip ties, where you can see them zip ties? Took some zip ties and I zip tied it to it. The only thing left for me to do on this one is to cut off these extra ends, and it's ready to go in the tank. Now, I didn't show you guys me actually zip tying this on here because I don't know. I'm sure you guys can figure out how to zip tie some plants to a piece of fake wood, and I didn't want to. I see people doing it sometimes, which is cool. You know what I mean? Like, let me show you how to zip tie. But I think most of you guys probably could figure that one out. So we're gonna put this in here. Come here. Come here. That is nice. That is very nice. All right, so I also got these plants right here, also sit plant. I like to put a little curve right there. You see that? And I like to put them in the corners. And they go real easy. If you have a top like that, they kind of go right in there and they don't fall off. I really like the look of that. All right, all natural play sand from Lowe's. Says here, you're probably reading it backwards or whatever, 100% natural. This was 50 pounds for like $5 at Lowe's. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them out in buckets. I'm gonna save you I'm gonna show you a little bit of it, but I'm gonna save you the heartache of watching me wash sand. So all you gotta do is get your hands in there, you know what I mean, work it up, get the sand up in the water column, and then dump it out. Is he there? Without getting any of the sand out, of course. Oh, my slippers. All right, so far I've filled and rinsed 4 times. So this is the 5th bucket of water. And as you can see, it's pretty clear of the dust and debris. Not to say that there's not going to be a little bit more, but it's not nowhere as much as it used to be. I'm gonna just give it one more for good measure, being as I have water in it, might as well, right? So it'll be a total of 5 rinsings. Now, let's see. All right, look at that. Normally, I like, when I do stuff like this with sand that could be kind of cloudy and murky, I like to put the stuff in first, because I'm gonna spend a little bit of time making sure I don't disrupt the sand when I fill and add it, so that it doesn't get murky. I don't want to put this in after the fact and then undo what I tried so hard to do. You know what? I got this tank really high. I got it kind of high because I want to put a tank underneath it, and I'm gonna need a step stool. You know, all you tall people, fishy things, whatever. Yeah, hey, step stool. Alright, so I got it on a slow, I don't know if you can see this, how dark this is, but it's not, I'm not filling it too fast because I don't want to churn up the sand. There is some small particles in there, but that's what you get when you get, well, it's not anything to cry about though, that's my thing. I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to be using sponge filter. Now, this sponge filter that I have used to be in my cichlid tank at home, and here's a fun fact about some of the bigger cichlids. They will nibble at your sponge filters from time to time. So, but because when I took this out of the tank, when I moved, I just pulled it out. It's got old bacteria on it. I don't know what old bacteria over time will get on it as far as being harmful to the fish. So what I'm gonna do is, one thing is, it's a sponge, it's full of air, so if I try to put it in there right now, it's just gonna float. So I gotta waterlog it. So I'm gonna waterlog it in chlorinated water to kill anything that might have grown on there that I don't want. And just so you know, This is similar to how you would clean out your sponge filter on a regular basis, except you would be using dechlorinated water or old tank water. You just get in there and you just squish it, and after some time, all that dirt will come out. And then put it back in your tank, then it'll be clean. You'll see all this nasty muck come off of it. But in this particular case, being as that I gotta dechlorinate everything in there, I'm just using chlorinated water. Sponge filter, I actually got a double sponge filter hose, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it back there in that corner and start it up. Once it's all filled up and everything, then I'm gonna go ahead and put my dechlorinator in there. She's filled. We gotta put our prime in to remove all the chloramines and chlorines. And here it says, I mean, I know the dose, but let me, just for the purposes, use at startup, and when adding or replacing water, 2 drops for every 4 liters or 1 gallon. For the purposes of demonstration, let's go ahead and put 2 drops. 1, 2. All right, that's 1 gallon. This is 45 gallons, so I'll be right back. And we're done. So at this point, you gotta let the dechlorinator get all up in there and kill all the chlorines and chloramines. That's honestly gonna take about an hour or so. So in about an hour or so, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna add something that I've never used before. But my homeboy, FISHYBIZZ from FISHYBIZZ Aquatics, he swears by this, and I'm gonna try something new. Now, normally I don't use any kind of additives to cycle a tank. Usually I'll let it, well, I haven't done it in a long time, let it go from 0 to cycle, which could take a couple of weeks, to be honest with you. When a 45, the smaller the tank, the shorter the time, the bigger the tank, the longer the time to do it naturally. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description and the comments where you can get this. We're gonna go ahead and try it out, but you can get it, and if you do buy it using my link, not only are you helping John and Lisa from KG Tropicals, you're also helping my channel out too, because I get a little bit of it. But yeah, let's go try. And if my memory serves me well, this Fritz stuff is also from another fish tuber, another hobbyist created it. So by hitting that link and buying this stuff, you're actually helping out 3 different hobbyists trying to promote the hobby to everyone out there. So hit the link. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Let's go ahead and wait this percolate for a little bit, because here's the thing. This thing has live bacteria in it, right? This stuff has chlorine, and as we just talked about, the chlorine will kill the live bacteria. So we want to make sure that there's no chlorines and chloramines in there before we start this. So let's give it some time. Look at all that. Look at that. Yo, I really do want to dye my stuff platinum. What do you think? And this salt and pepper thing is not working for me. Look at it. Oh my, I think that's happened today. Wow, it looks like a piece of cotton. It's been way longer than hour or 2. In fact, it's 11 o'clock at night. I forgot today was Easter. So, but that's fine. I know that this is way dechlorinated. This bottle right here was, I just picked it up thinking, kind of like Prime, where a little bit went a long ways. This one bottle right here, which is 8 ounces, says it treats 40 gallons. This is a 45, so I'm actually 5 gallons shot. But this also says I can put fish in immediately. Here's the deal. I'm not putting fish in immediately. In fact, I can't. The fish that I want to put in here, at least for starters, I can't get till next weekend. So I'm okay with putting 5 gallons shy of what's supposed to go in there. So let's go ahead and dump this in there. It says shake well. It says do not put in hot places or cold places, because it is living bacteria. So we need to keep it alive. So here we go. Let's see if this happens. Oh, might as well go ahead and, like tussin. If you only have a little bit in there, put some water in it, shake it up, more tussin. So listen, that's me setting up the very first tank in my little fish room. And I hope that some of you guys can see it's not that difficult. And I hope that you guys hit the subscription button and notification bell so you can see what fish I'm going to be putting in here. I'm not going to rush this. You know what I mean? That's because I'm not putting fish in today. This is my first time using this product. Like I said, I've heard rave reviews about it. But I want to review it for myself so that I can bring to you first-hand knowledge. So I appreciate you watching me do my little thing. I'm very excited. I hope that you maybe are inspired to do a little bitty fish room of your own. And like always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and take care of your fish.